Greetings, everybody. We are live inside Camping Studios for another episode of A Shot of Soca. It's yours truly, Supertrini Vibes. I'm here with my wonderful co-host.
Annie.
How you doing, Annie? All right?
Yeah, I'm hot.
I know it's hot, right? I
If
know it's
you
hot.
know, guys, it is like 30 degrees in the UK, which
32 actually,
32,
yeah?
which sounds lovely in
iPhones
theory.
just give different kind of things.
Listen.
Samsung just give better things.
It's definitely not the Androids. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, it's hot here, and when it's hot here, the whole country don't work.
Well, that is true. That is true. But the plane land.
The plane
The
lands
plane land
straight off the jumbo
in
jet.
London, straight off the jumbo jet. He come around the M25. He throw down the
Literally.
bags. You understand me? He bring the whole of Grenada straight to London. We have in studio none other than the artist Shortpree.
Thanks for having me.
Bless up, man. Nice to have you, you know?
Thanks for having me.
You know?
A shot of soca. A shot of soca would always put you back in an energetic mood. So even though the flight and the drive was long,
Yeah,
one shot of
yeah,
soca,
yeah.
we're good to go.
I like
But
it. You can come back, you know.
But Annie, I have a question though. You're feeling hot, yeah, with a whole hoodie,
Listen, the man has...
long sleeve.
It's warm on the outside because we don't have no Caribbean sea breeze.
That's why. That
So
is
32
why.
is 32 over here. 32
It's,
is,
yeah, it's hot though.
Yeah,
It's a
definitely
different
It's hot.
heat.
It's
Different
hot.
kind of
It's
heat.
hot. You know, so glad to have you here. You know, it's a pleasure. Welcome back. How long has it been since you've been here?
Last time here, 2019, December.
What?
So
So that's what? Let me
That was my last. That was my last
Okay.
performance too.
34.
that was your last.
Hold on.
That was your last performance.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
7 minus 2 equals
Talking
He
about
didn't pass me.
6.
almost 6 years.
6 years only. 6 years. I get it right. I went to school in Trinidad, so I learned to use it my fingers now.
fingers, yeah.
Yeah. You know, no mental thing. I use it. Yeah. 6 years.
Yep.
You know, but glad to have you, man. So you ready to touch the stage here?
Definitely.
You understand me?
Last show, and then that will be my first proper show to restart because I take some years off of the performance stage. So this go be my last show was in London. My first show will be in London.
I
We'll be
love
back
that.
in London. Wow.
You're excited to be back on the
Oh,
stage.
definitely. I've been getting a lot of WhatsApp and Instagram message from them Carriacou people living over here.
I love it.
The excitement is high.
That
really
is
high.
good.
Real high, right? Nice,
That's
nice,
good, 'cause I
nice.
feel like every Grenadian knows Shortpree.
Yes. Long as they over, let me say over 20, because if you minus the 6 years, some
Yes,
of them
yeah.
might be
Some
Yeah,
of them,
that
some
is-
of them
that
still
is
in
true.
secondary school, right?
That is
Or primary school.
that is true. As long as
I hear you, man.
20,
So,
20 plus.
Yes.
so what's changed? You know, musically or personally, that you know you've had a little bit of rest or taken a step back. What's changed?
a lot of let me say thinking into what's what going on. Now I involved with a lot of children because I have a track and field club as well.
Nice,
Yeah,
Nice.
so I would sing what set the mood,
right?
but I gotta be very careful.
Listen, you can
Yeah.
sing
Yeah,
the song.
because I might have to answer some questions when I go back to
Yeah, when you
training.
go back, yeah.
What I mean by that?
When you guys set the mood, right? But I mean,
Set the mood so you can
Yeah.
stretch
Yeah,
good
I
and
could sing.
work
I
out.
could sing set the mood, but some of the songs are them jab
I don't know.
artists sing.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to hold back on some of those lyrics that the real jab artists them sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
well,
not
we'll get to that.
PG.
we will get to that because you just preluded to something there already.
Yeah,
But we'll get to that.
I've
you know?
learned a lot by just being on the background. Seen a lot going on, you know, and right now Grenada is trending really high. So coming back now, I know that I have to be at a high level.
Right. Bring the intensity.
So, in the 6 years, have you still been making music, or was it just a complete break from music? And I guess,
Complete break. I never even attempted to write a song.
Okay.
Until- yeah, never even attempted to write a
Just
song.
literally pull that thing out and say, I will
Yep.
put it inside a,
Yes.
you know, wait to just put a calabash.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah, but
Rastaman go put in a calabash.
I love it. Nice. Oh my goodness. So you talk about Grenada, and Grenada soca is on a high right now, right?
Yes.
For you as a Grenadian and representing Grenada and Carriacou, what does it feel like to represent?
It's amazing, especially as you say, Carriacou. Because
Yes.
Carriacou is a smaller island,
That's
and
forgotten-
that is
sometimes forgotten sister.
sometimes the forgotten sister.
Yeah.
So basically, having someone come from Carriacou, where Carriacou name could be called, is very important. And it's not me alone. We have Skiddy Bantan.
Yes.
And we have now Slatter
Yes.
and Golden.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, so Carriacou, even though we're small, we have some big names.
Yeah, didn't we? Sorry. Flags, Soca Frenzy Flags.
Yeah.
We
We saw
interviewed
was
we
it
interviewed the
which one? What's his name?
Soca Monarch.
What's his name? The Carriacou Soca
So come
Monarch.
on for this year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they, I
I
know you're
forgot his
talking
name,
about.
but yeah, we got an interview with
The
him.
girls a small little song by with him at Soca Friends because he performed there as well.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
I apologize. I
That
can't
was
remember
so
your name.
Caribbean, a
I'm
small
sorry.
little song.
So-
That was such a Caribbean.
What's
That was
it?
such a Caribbean description.
I say he performed on the stage. He
No, you
performed
said
his
he's
song.
got a small little.
No, I didn't say small little
I
song.
thought
said
you said
he-
small
he-
because you
he-
know
got
how
a
like,
small
we like to
little
say, but
performance.
we don't mean small in a. You say a small little performance, but we
I
mean
said
it.
he had his performance on stage at Soca Frenzy. That's what I say. I wasn't talking about smaller
Listen,
artists. You
no,
big.
I know, but
Yeah.
sometimes how we
Well,
say things,
yeah.
I will be like, oh yeah.
I accustom with his real name so much that I forget. So now I forget his.
I don't call his government
His
name.
actual
You know?
name.
Somebody
His
might be
artist
like,
name is
you know.
Playboy.
Yeah.
Yes, that was it. Playboy
Yeah,
HD.
yeah.
Yes.
I
Nice.
know his name so well. So sometimes
Yes.
I forget his name. We call him Playboy.
Yeah. So yeah, we had an interview with him earlier in the year.
So representing Grenada
Carriacou.
and Carriacou, for you, what does that mean, or you know, how does that resonate with you?
It's big. It's big. And for every artist, it should be big. Because when you travel, you don't want. It's not a private thing no more. You're going out there. The country tag is on your back, so you have to respect that. Some people will say, "Oh, I want to be a role model." Well, it's not everything that you want to be you end up being. So when you have that what do you say, that responsibility, you have to make sure you on a right game when you travel outside. You don't want to go out there and getting arrested. You don't want to go outside there and
Well, boy, when all they come with that rum, I don't know if you bring any bottle of rum, but them Clark's coat and thing, but you get to that.
I don't drink more Rivers. I take a shot of Rivers.
Rivers and that is it.
A
You
shot
know?
of Rivers just bring the soca
That will
up top.
get you
Okay.
into more trouble.
Yeah, a shot of well, you take one shot.
The one shot. Can
I say no. I good.
But I will
good.
join you in the shot and we can get into
Yeah,
trouble together.
yeah,
But the one shot can get you into trouble.
I good. We
Rivers
don't.
is
Then
very
you have
strong.
Rhea Nephew and
Yeah.
Captain somebody, and where's he? And Bounty as well is present on
Real
the
nephew is
stage.
Jamaican, right?
It
Yeah,
is,
that is Jamaican.
I never had.
You never had.
There you go.
Never.
You know. So I mean, you and he could have a shot. I will take a shot of water
Name
at
it,
some
I
point
have
in
my-
time.
I have my shot.
You
of
understand?
Hennessy.
So this is a serious question, eh? Because I'm gonna say, Annie, when we're in London, right, and we go to a Grenada fete, you just feel it's a lot of people in Grenada, or everybody from Grenada inside that fete?
I feel like everybody from Grenada is inside the fit. Literally. Like the Grenadian presence here in the UK is
It's crazy.
like I want to say, and no offense to any of the other islands, but it's strong. Like
Crazy.
it is strong. If you can see the person behind, she's wearing a Grenadian T-shirt. They just bring the flag out wherever they are because that is the Grenadian energy.
Well, a lot of people think Grenada is sometimes bigger than Barbados.
I know.
Yeah, but Grenada is so much smaller than Barbados.
It's very surprising.
When I tell people Grenada is maybe 115,000, they don't believe it at all.
I don't, because there's 150,000 of you in one fit
There's
alone.
probably
let alone
115,000 in New York alone or London.
Literally.
Yeah, because the Prime Minister continuously says that there's more Grenadians out,
Oh, really?
out of Grenada.
Yeah,
than
that's
in
what
Grenada.
that's what I'm saying. That's what it looks like to
Yep,
me.
yep.
You understand me? Unless there are people hiding in the hill or down by the beach, or half of them in Carriacou and they're not counted for. I don't know
Oh,
because
pity Martin.
you know where it is, but it's really. I mean,
The presence is strong.
and we could go straight into it now. In terms of on Saturday,
Yeah.
obviously this is going to be after that.
Yes.
However, on Saturday you're going to be performing at Fisherman's birthday,
Mm-hmm.
right? Grenada Central.
Yeah, trust me.
Literally.
Trust
Because all in is in wait, what part of the world is? UB40 is
It's
Oxbridge is
Oxbridge, yeah.
that's what southwest.
It's Grenada. Little Grenada is what I call it.
That's yeah. So you walk down the street, they probably
Yeah.
have
Yep.
Yep.
every other household is
In that
probably a
area,
Grenada
so-
household.
Ealing, Hillingdon, Oxbridge,
Yeah.
Southall.
They have a lot of Grenadian
Grenada.
barbers as well.
Yeah.
It was very easy for me to get a barber appointment.
They're all up there. That's
Because
why.
I told the guy I want a barber's appointment Saturday morning, and he was like, "Yeah, but you full of Grenadian around."
Right.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about that.
No.
Yeah.
Nice, nice,
The
nice.
presence
nice,
is strong.
Nah, we love it. You know, shout out to all the Grenada families out there.
Listen, big up my family. One time.
Yeah, because
Coming from
Annie
the
is
same
she's honorary
Grenadian.
Grenadian.
I say this every time.
I-
I'm saying
trust
Haitian,
me.
but I love I
Yeah,
love
she. I
Grenada.
wouldn't tell you the rest,
I
brother.
thought she was Grenadian.
I wouldn't tell you the rest. Shortpree.
Said, I see
you
you,
know,
wolf.
I wouldn't tell you the rest.
Pick it up one time.
You
I
know,
would-
she will start singing one of your songs there, and there gonna be problems in Grenada.
Set it right.
You understand? You know, she'll start saying there'll be problems. There'll be problems. You know, you preluded to it earlier on. In terms of Grenada soca and soca artists and how it's getting that attention globally.
Yes.
It has two sides of that coin, right?
Yep.
Because as you're an athletics coach, you're saying you can't sing set the mood.
So now
Yeah.
sing set the mood, but certain lyrics that
Certain
the jab
lyrics,
jab
yeah.
sing. Them
Yeah,
jab,
you
especially
can't.
jab. Them jab and them just sing some certain lyrics.
Yeah.
Have to be
It's
have to
not-
be kind of wise.
It's not appropriate for children.
Yeah. Come on, no, man. Them jab say anything coming them out.
Yeah.
But that's the Grenadian energy, no?
That's the Grenadian energy, and that you have to bring it. Yeah, I have to be a little more smart in explaining my lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still have to make sure that it's surrounded. It's around the jab topic and the jab theme. Yeah, but like man like Terra, the governor.
Yeah.
Someone say, if I before bat, I fire jet in your mother. Meow. Yeah.
No, okay, so you know, like long time there was a way that was translated, you know.
Of course,
Yeah, it
of
was-
course,
You know,
of course.
I
Subtly
believe that
done.
I believe that we could still do that.
Yes. That's
I
why said
truly believe that
I
means you
have
just
to
have to
be- I
spend a
have to
little
put
bit more time.
work in making
Yeah,
it
you gotta
come
put-
out
more
like that.
creative.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Takes
gotta
a
be
more
real
of a-
creative. You can't use
Yeah.
crayon there.
Nah.
You use pencil and rub off. You use pencil and
Yeah,
get
yep,
erase and
yep,
rub off.
yep.
Say, now that can't work. That has a bit too much.
Yeah, I just spend some time to get it to say that, but I just say it in a different way.
In a different way, yeah. I agree with you. there. You know, but even though it's booming,
Yes. Oh
You know,
yes.
you're
oh,
a
yes.
woman.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
But
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
for a while.
Yeah,
to be fair,
and we getting the respect like Bungie Garlin. I respect Bungie Garlin because every time he sing
don't
a
start
jab,
him on bungee.
every time he sing a jab song, he calls Grenada's name, which is showing that he respects.
I don't need
How
this no
it
more.
should be.
I
Respects a lot.
don't say nothing else. I
Yeah,
good.
and see, he totally
I good. I
He said
good.
interview's done.
I good. The man say it right there. You
yeah.
understand?
He respects
I've been
his
saying it for however long.
Yep.
You understand?
He loves bungee.
Let me just take a moment,
Bungie.
yeah?
Yeah, Bungie's good guy, man. For one thing, I would tell you that some people like to speak about certain things, but he speak about it and mention where it comes from.
Yeah.
And that is so important.
Yeah.
You know, he's
He
a
gives
real one.
Props where they're due.
Yeah.
and
He
flowers.
takes his time and gives the recognition that is
course.
deserved.
Of course.
You understand me? We love that. If every artist picks up that same
By
mantle,
Soca we might even try to take up hip hop.
What?
Yeah, we might.
Exactly.
Yep.
you know, if it is we just have that little bit
Yep.
mental edge in that way, it creates such a better environment
Yes.
for us holistically.
One of the Jamaican artists had that in one of his interviews last month on Jamaica national TV, where he said that he realized that the soca artists, they don't have the unity like the dancehall artists.
Right.
That is, he said, with his, I don't know if it wasn't Valiant, it was one of those young ones. He said on the interview that soca is bigger than dancehall, but dancehall is only bigger than soca because dancehall artists always expose another artist.
Artists, yeah.
He said when he travel, them soca artists mass up the stage, but he always realize that they come for themselves. They don't have another artist bossing on stage like
Yeah,
how they would
that's
always
yeah.
bring another one.
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah.
long
But he
conversation.
admits that if soca artists does that, they would bypass it.
If the more known soca artists do that, you know, the ones that
That's what he
command
was
bigger
saying.
stages,
The
you know?
bigger soca artists.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they do that,
Because we know there's a massive difference.
Of course.
There is.
You know, there's
Yeah.
a massive difference.
Yeah.
Of course.
And I totally agree with you.
Because soca is an inclusive genre.
Yep.
Dancehall now have some certain
Yeah,
a lot of it now.
it's segue, yes. Segue.
Soca segueing as well, you know.
You know, but it is,
Soca is segueing.
you know,
Soca is-
soca real
Soca
segue in
is
as well,
segueing.
you know, as we spoke about earlier in terms of the lyrical content.
Yeah, there's
and all
certain
that.
genres that are.
There's no segue there. They're going straight to the point.
Straight to the
But
point.
then I find it interesting because I'm speaking about Bouillon in my head. So you're speaking about nasty business because we love a little bit of nasty business, nasty business, nasty business. However, I distracted myself by saying that. What was I saying?
That is exactly it right there. You can't
No,
even
that's
stay
what I was
on
gonna
point
say.
because as soon as you get to nasty business, you
Yeah,
lost
my head.
every.
Listen, my tongue is out in my head, and I'm bent over.
You
I'm just saying.
understand me?
But there was one of the interviews I watched. They said that for Bouillon, they are following in dance halls footsteps because they said if they can speak about anything that they want, however they want, why can't we do the same in soca?
Yeah, well, I don't think it's the right approach, though. I think if they listen to how the dancehall artists speak, they do it, but they don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they want to do it a different way. Most of them say that when they do it the other way, that those songs don't get played.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, soca is different. I think Bunji Garlin highest moments when he sung, we're ready.
We're ready.
We're ready. When he took those 2 years to slow down a bit, he was running it. He was I think he was number one those years when he sung those 2 years of
That's
soca.
right. Yeah, this fella could line hold there. He could line hold
After
there.
this, he's gonna take you out on
Could line hold there, boy. I ain't drinking no rivers though.
we're taking you to soca rooms after.
Rupi, when Rupi sang Groovy Only, he was rated really high.
Right.
Rupi from
Barbados.
Barbados. Yeah. Kevin Little had a groovy song. He won international.
Well, the thing is, his whole catalog, like with Kevin Little, his whole catalog, he's making money off of his catalog.
Yeah.
Yes, no, he will make it forever.
Yeah,
because he doesn't just have that one song. He has a whole catalog of tunes.
Exactly.
You know that most people don't even know about. You understand me? And he's literally said it in an interview that he said, "Listen, I don't worry, you know. You only know, or you only considering Kevin Little just based on Turn Me On. When it is people are paying for my whole catalog, and they're using my whole catalog, and every time they use it, they have to pay for it.
Must pay.
You understand?
Well, that's one thing about me. The 6 years I was off, I never stopped getting paid because Foxfields Foxfields collect my royalties, and and they always pay.
But that's because you've set yourself up
3 times a
properly,
year.
like
You have to
an
set yourself up
artist.
properly.
Because one thing I would say in the soca scene, I should stop calling it a scene. The industry that is soca music, a lot of artists aren't set up for them to be collecting royalties after they've stopped performing.
They just care about the distribution and then that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
They only think about it now.
Yeah, and there's
The
a
present.
lot more.
Yep.
There's the
Present leads to future, you know. So
Present leads to future.
present leads to
Everything
future.
you do now should be a preparation for tomorrow.
Sorry, what can I say? Yeah.
What's your leg?
That hurt me though.
I think it's a mentality thing with us, knowing that our forefathers come from Africa, but we end up in the Caribbean. And how they teach us is always to follow. So
Right.
I think the generation now has to break that curse.
They are.
Yeah, because I planting trees at home, and people say, "Bah, I can't plant trees. Them think they're taking too long to bear." So I say, "Well, I have children. Then I might have 2 nephews, some nieces. All of them.
It's not for you, it's
so
for them.
exactly, you can't think about yourself. You have
Yeah,
to-
however, we live,
Legacy, guys, legacy.
but we live in a society where
No, we
everybody
don't.
wants
No, we
everything now.
everybody they want
Within
now.
10 seconds, they want it.
But
I
they should get know what they deserve.
You should get what you
But
deserve
you
now,
know,
but you
yeah.
also
You
plan for the
shouldn't
future,
fight
as you said.
you shouldn't fight to make everything you have before now.
Yes, agreed.
But you should get what they deserve right now.
Agreed,
Yeah,
agreed,
exactly.
agreed.
7 of them.
Oh, listen, we're on the sync right now because I even knew what that meant, and I was gonna go to that anyway. So you've sorry, my voice is going right now.
That's because you're drinking water, right?
It's because I'm drinking a very dark water called Hennessy.
And I drinking the actual thing.
Listen, stay hydrated in the summer, guys. What was it? You touched on your music. What do you think is your most well-known song? I guess inside of Grenada or Carriacou, and then outside of as well.
My most popular song, I think, is The Best Part of the Road.
The best part of the road.
No,
best
you can't say let the man sing it. I let the man sing it.
I'm actually a fan,
Some
guys.
people might think the name of the song is Girls, 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 because girls, all over the place. I love it.
You will sing, I will
say
stay
the
quiet.
best part of the road, best part of the street. When the man wanna make her stop, she whine and give me, I love it.
Girls, girls, girls.
All over the place.
Hey.
Girls, girls, girls. You take over damn juvie.
Boom. Boom. That's what we talking about, man.
And then I would say set the mood.
Really?
Yeah.
Set the, and then
Chant,
set the
chant.
mood.
I'll tell you something, yo.
Chanta the Summer is huge, but the reason why people don't say it's one of the biggest, I think, because they think it's segregated
That's
to
your favorite song?
Grenadians only.
That's your favorite song.
Yeah, but
No. My favorite song is Set the Mood. What?
But me know why it is she didn't.
Set the mood,
On the
you set
question
it
says she didn't put
right.
Set the Mood there. She put Chant of the Summer.
I did put Chant of
You
the
know
Summer
what I'm
because
saying?
I
So
would have thought that would
misleading again as always. Always misleading.
no, she don't misleading. I think she's going by what she see in the
I thought Chant
in
for
them
the Summer
Grenadian
would
fete.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that would be.
She trying to bring on she honorary Grenadian status now.
Oh. See,
Everyone,
I tell you what happened. I said it. Everybody, or you see what I'm talking about. I ain't say nothing more. Set the mood. Go ahead.
Can I get like an ID card? Or
Good.
something?
Go for it.
Wait, let me get my St. Lucian citizenship first
Go.
because
What?
let me stay true to the actual island I'm from, and then we can go to Grenada.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
So you said set the mood, right?
This is Set the Mood. And girls.
Best part. Yeah.
Best part, yes. In terms of what is that? So that's in the UK or in Grenada?
I would say everywhere.
Everywhere.
I would say everywhere as well.
Yeah. New
When
York.
when I pull a new tune to play, it depends on where I am
Yeah.
and the mood that's within the fete as well. Then I'll know which song to pull as a DJ, which one to
Set the
pull.
mood.
You know, because set the mood. If it is you play that, it just depends on where you play it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because not everybody, like if I play it on radio, I play that song on radio.
Yeah.
If I could play it every Sunday, I play it every Sunday.
Yeah.
Because, but I have
That
to know,
whole rhythm
I can
is-
only play it in the bacchanal corner. I can't play it earlier on in the morning.
That's fair.
You understand?
Yeah.
But just before 12 o'clock,
Yeah.
I can play it. You understand me? Because if it is you're tuned in and you listen to the lyrics, then you know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? By that time, the children them running around. You understand me? They're watching cartoons. You know, who sit down watching the chicken in the oven. So them ain't really taking on, you know? They ain't really taking on the radio. However, set the mood. But best part of the road, I think, is number one, though.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
popularity.
Yeah, best part, that tune there, ooh. Yeah, boy. Big up yourself, Shortpree.
Oh.
And in terms of how you, I guess, do you write all your own songs?
Yeah, for lyrics, I write the only song I didn't write was maybe my first song that I came to Grenada with 2001. But since then, I've been writing all my songs. I was very strong in literature in school. Yeah, so that's one of my strong suit, writing stories and poems. So that's where it came from. Yeah. If I was not good in writing, I would allow people to write for me.
You would.
I would even do it all now.
I was gonna say, would you allow people now?
Of course, because it's a whole nother.
Yeah.
Because people would have ideas that you might not have in your head, and then you realize you can actually coincide with the lyrics. So
Right.
you putting it out is like you still bringing it out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I like that. I like that. And your inspiration for writing?
Wow, I think my literature teacher was my favorite teacher.
Yeah, because she was well spoken, eh?
Well spoken.
I know.
She was
Yeah.
the only teacher
Good morning.
pronounced my name
morning,
Finbar,
Shortpree.
like how it's. Yeah.
Good morning,
And
Shortpree.
she was
Beautiful.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was like my favorite teacher from first day. Yeah, so I didn't care what subject he was going to teach. I would have been in that class.
You would have been in that class?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the teacher name?
Emilia Bartholomew.
Whoa! That's what we like. That is what we like. You just know.
Yeah,
You just know it's real when they can say the full name.
Yeah, definitely.
You understand? You can say the full name. We like that.
That's how you know it.
Yeah.
Stayed up there.
Yeah, it's real.
Stayed up
You know.
there.
I
And
like
guess
that,
had a
man.
positive influence on you as well.
Of course, the way she speaks alone and the subject she teaches, it coincides. Yeah, so you actually want to listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in terms of your music career, what inspired you to become an artist? I don't think it
Well,
was.
basically seeing Talpri do well. Because
We love Talpri.
We basically, in school we do more dancehall and reggae. We had live band in school too.
Really?
I used to do a lot of hosting MCs. Yeah, before that, I never even thought I would have been an artist. But then listening to Talpri, going on the mainland, and then I sang some of Talpri's songs during Carnival season, like on the DJs and stuff.
Yeah.
Won a couple. Those times they had cassettes and CDs.
Yeah.
I won a couple of prizes, being the best person to impersonate Talpri. And then this other artist, Zingo, he was there one of those times, and he was like, yo, Talpri, we had to write that song for that man, but that man body, a stage presence. And Zingo didn't hesitate. As soon as they left that show, about a week later, he called me on the phone and said, yeah, writing a song for you. And
I love that.
that was the song in 2001.
And the first one you said that wasn't
Yeah.
written by yourself.
Yeah,
Oh, I love
Zingo
that.
wrote that song. Sent it up for me. called me on the phone and sang the lyrics so I could hear how the melody goes. And that was it from there. So
I love that.
because the artist kept to his word,
Yeah, no, I love that.
become
But
an
that's
artist.
community.
Of
That
course.
is that's what it's about.
That's pushing it forward.
Of
Yeah.
course, playing it forward.
Yeah,
That's how
exactly.
it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know, I Talpree's a boss, you know.
I
Talpree's a
love
boss, man.
Talpree.
Talpree don't
is,
want to have another
oh.
song, but on stage, he's
The
great.
energy is.
Yeah, man. His
But you know,
performance and his
but you know,
creation.
there's a divide there, right? There is a divide. If it is not a Grenadian crowd,
Yeah.
and you play a Talpree song,
It works.
it's not going
kind
to,
of.
you're not going to get.
It's kind of
Yeah.
You know, you have
Yeah.
to be
a
You have-
Caribbean
as you
wide
say,
crowd.
You have to be a Caribbean wide crowd, and they have to be. It can't even be like somebody who is 25 from St.
And
Vincent.
under. Yeah,
They wouldn't
yeah.
get it.
I know what you
understand?
mean.
Even sometimes 30 and under.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? If it's a
Yeah.
if it's a Trinidadian crowd, they will know who Talpree is because Talpree would have been in Carnival every year in Trinidad.
Yes.
You understand me? And that's why I think that we need to work a little harder to always push the old soca and the artists that
Of
lay the
course.
foundation
Of
from
course.
the,
Of course,
the
definitely.
lesser island.
It's
the
important.
other island. Not
Definitely.
lesser
Important.
island,
It's
sorry.
important. Talpree is the one that make Trinidadians actually give eye to Jab Jab. I mean, they know it had Jab Jab because Tobago has Jab Jab, but the kind of eye that Jab Jab has, Talpree was the one started that. He's the first person to go to Trinidad and make a finals with a Jab Jab tune and top three. It was in the top three, so Trinidad started to look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, watch me. His energy, boy.
You need
Different,
to play me
man.
some
He's
Trinidad.
a T-double-L-B-R-double-E. Watch it. Watch it.
Yes.
Watch me. You gotta make sure you have sharp elbows, I think, you know.
Yep.
Sharp
You
elbows.
what? Listen, you do the Talpree dance?
Yeah.
To do the Talpree dance, you have to have sharp elbows
Yeah, otherwise
here.
you'll be getting one, man.
You understand me? I gotta make sure wherever you're rolling,
Yep.
let everybody know you're rolling. Because you're not putting on your elbows. That's not no chicken wing. We here. We here.
That's true,
Serious.
That's true.
You know, watch me. I thank you for giving me that memory there, man. That is a real nice memory. You know, so but sorry, Annie, go ahead. You go ahead.
You're in my brain again.
Yeah, I'm in your brain, yeah.
You spoke about it earlier. So, obviously, you said you've taken your 6 years break from being an artist. This is on Saturday. That's coming. Maybe past once you watch this. We'll be at Fisherman's birthday. You'll be performing again. Do you think that there is a big divide between, I guess, the older generation and what they listen to and now? And I think you kind of alluded to it, but do you think soca is moving in the right direction?
I think that we as artists have to make sure it happens that way. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's moving in a wrong direction, but I would say that a lot of the experienced artists, instead of just saying, "By watch, we have to move because the thing working different," find a way to incorporate your style with the new generation. Yeah, so that's, I think, the time of taught me how to do that better. Yeah, and I think I think on stage I will be much better than I used to. I mean, on stage I'm always good, but I think I could be much better just because I learned so much.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot
So
of-
do you think you're learning from the new artists as well?
Yeah, and from my athletes,
Yeah.
they're young. Most of them is between 8 and 16. I listen to them. They don't know if I listen, but I listen to how they speak.
How they talk and the
So,
lingo and
I
everything.
pick up a lot from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it helped me to bridge that gap.
I see that there is key, bridging the gap. And bridging the gap where it is you're not taking outside the boundaries.
No, not going too far in one
Yeah.
direction.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you want to get them in it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
If you have a culture and you so like it, you have to teach the young generation the culture. You can't say, well, they're going so I go so too.
Yeah.
So you're gonna stand up and watch them go out the box and go
Yeah,
farther
and
and
just
farther
watch
away.
it and be
Yeah,
like,
we can't do that.
Yeah, my
It'll be
business,
like
yeah.
the Titanic, yes?
Yep.
You have to pull them back in.
It'll be like the Titanic.
Like,
for
I want to
sure.
hold a lot of DJs honest because a lot of the DJs I see they have daughters and sons, but they're still acting like they are 22 and 21. The responsibility is on them. You have to be thinking about your children. There's a lot of fets that we could go there and do what we have to do as adults. Adults have section. We could go and we could weigh whatever, get on like jab and but when you're playing in certain events, you have
should
to
be a difference.
come on, no man. There should be a difference.
But for a lot of people, there isn't. For a lot of people, it's the same way.
I go in some school athletics sports, and the same songs, the same bouillon, and the same
same
thing,
outsideness
the
is
same thing they bring it
yeah.
in the people's school sports. So that alone should tell you that we don't have this kind of wide range of studying as a DJ. Before I know DJs to study at home, know what they're gonna play, don't even care what the next DJ have to play.
Yeah.
But some DJs, they care so much about what another DJ had to play.
Yeah.
That shouldn't
discussed
be.
this before. Yeah.
Yeah.
They want
If
to play
you're in the
top.
in the party and you see two DJs play a certain song, then I could understand you don't want to play that one again. So you pull that one out if you had it in there.
And
But
then put
you
something
have to
else in.
basically be studying at home and then come and bring you to the event. You can't be the event and then last minute trying to build something inside it. You
Guys,
know,
take notes. I know a lot of you do this.
you don't want nobody come and
We're talking to you.
do your house that. You don't want nobody come and do that in your business. Nowhere
Yeah.
else. Why you want to do it in somebody else's business? Because the promoter, a lot of people don't understand. Promoter stress. A lot of people don't want it. They only come in there and do shopping, but they don't understand the amount of stress these promoters are under. Looking for work permit, hotel, and all this kind of stuff.
It's not easy.
It's not easy at all.
It's
It's
just-
not
it's
easy.
not easy.
So we have to respect that. If a man is going to put so much preparation into having an event, why can't you put a little preparation in you being a part of the event?
Thank you. I like this because no, you're right.
What is your
You're very-
business?
You're very
Not my
right.
business.
You're very, very.
What
very,
is your
Very right.
business?
And sorry, I felt like go on. Yeah.
Sorry, no, I started right. I have business. I
You
go,
write
what
your
is
song
your
over there.
business? Not my business. You understand?
Yeah.
What is your time?
Not my
It's not
time.
my time.
Yep.
What is your motive? It's not my motive. Sorry, go ahead. My
Because
head.
And that's simple.
You understand me?
That's okay already.
Yeah.
okay.
Listen, I literally
Just find
was
one-
hearing,
a good
and I was
rhythm and
already
you're good.
writing in my head there. I was literally writing in my head.
Go on.
Sorry.
No,
You say jab, right? And I hear you say jab and jab and jab and jab. What is jab?
What does it mean to you?
Like, what does that embody for you?
If you was gonna, so I do not know nothing about Grenada.
Yeah.
I don't know what jab is. I am.
We know she lying, right?
Listen, I love Grenada, but I don't know nothing about nobody right now. Explain it to me. What is jab?
A celebration of freedom, repatriation, and just like how they do it back in the days, using the molasses from the cane. Molasses is dark. Nowadays they go to the old oil.
Oil, yeah.
Yeah, we just black up yourself and play monkey tricks. Yeah,
Say what?
Monkey tricks.
Monkey.
Because the slave masters used to give them just one day. One day they have they take all the rest of the days for themselves because, of course, a lot of them had French influence, and so they bring all the masquerade and all the big fancy costumes. The job never had that, so they use the job molasses, black up themselves, and go and do stupidness to kind of monkey trick against the masters them, and that tradition just stick because Grenada, Tobago, they had a lot of slaves. Trinidad, the main part of Trinidad, they had a lot of indentured workers coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why job is not prevalent in Trinidad because a lot of the indentured workers got paid.
Yeah.
And they got land.
Yeah.
Yeah, is the darker set of people who never
never,
got, even when they abolished slavery, they say, well, I'll go find another way.
100%.
Yeah, so when you see a man in that kind of freedom, you know he's a job. He is a job. Yeah.
And do you? So this is for my own personal question because I see a lot right now about jab, and I love it because I want people to understand
What it is.
what it is.
Yes.
But then the fear in me is just like, I'm a gatekeeper. I don't want you to know. Like, I want you to know, but I don't want you to, respectfully, I don't want you to ruin it.
Yeah.
I don't want you to take it out from what it is because it is what you said.
It is what it is.
Do you like the, I guess, spotlight that is now being put? Because everywhere I see, and I've said this many times, I see people that aren't Grenadian be like, oh yeah, jab, jab, fit. And I'm like, which part of you knows what jab is? Because I don't think, and not even your toe knows what a jab is, let alone for you to be putting on a Grenadian fit. So do you like the spotlight, I guess, that is on Grenada and jab, jab specifically?
I love the spotlight. I just want us to know that when we have the spotlight on us, make sure we know what we're doing with it. Yeah, because I have this new song and it's basically saying it's one nation, one job. And the lyrics in the verse goes, to be a Christian, well, you must get baptized. Because when it comes to job, the same apply. The only church is down in the Isle of Spice. And every year baptism is only twice, which means kayak mass and spice mass.
Guys, I've been baptized. I've been spice
So
mass.
a lot of because I
You
realize
never been kayak?
But he said twice. I've been baptized in one of these
in one of them.
places.
Yeah.
I'll go to Carriacou
A lot of
soon
people,
and I'll do kayak
a
mass.
lot of Grenadians who born in the US and London, they actually never been to an actual real
no,
job event.
no.
All they know is going and wind up.
Yeah.
They don't actually
And,
know
yeah.
the celebration of the job.
Well, they don't know the history of it. To me, I think a lot of people think jab is
Just black
skin
black-
out.
Yep.
It is black
right.
paint, oil, and
Just
wear
go out.
skimpy clothes and
Yep.
skin out and
Yep.
act whatless. And that is not what jab is.
Well, job is about
It-
nakedness, but
It
not,
is, but it's a
not,
freedom.
Not
It's not.
skinning out.
It's not sexualized
nope,
nakedness.
nope.
It is liberation and
Liberation,
freedom. There's a
nakedness.
difference between
A
the two.
huge difference. A
Very
huge
big difference.
And I think that's what I tell a lot of the DJs. The DJs have the greatest responsibility in soca, not the artists. The artists put out songs. The DJs have to make them know we are the greatest responsibility, and we're gonna make sure that when we put something out there, we put out the higher class ones, so that people could actually say with Johnny is high class. Yeah.
So out of the DJs in Grenada right now, who would you forward? Like, who would you
I would
say
say
staying there right now?
I would say Short Leg, and I would say Randall Boki, and Boki is not even a big name, but he's a big DJ. Everywhere he goes, he represents Grenada 100%. So I would say those. You have some others. I don't want to call too much name because they will say Shortpree go London and call a name, but the two people I think who when I watch them on stage, they don't sway or they don't get swayed by what's going on. I would say is DJ Boki, Short Leg.
Nice.
And I think the maturity from Short Leg, because I know him so long. I know him since with Joy T, when I just come from Carriacou to Grenada. And then seeing his maturity to every year towards where he is, that shows me a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would like a lot of DJs to show me that. You're
Guys,
growing.
go check them out.
Yeah, you're growing as a person. You should be growing as a person. Your music playing ability should be growing as well.
Yeah.
Understanding of what we have to put forward. Because, I mean, winding up, everybody could do that.
Right.
And if you're going to compete with that, you're going to lose out sometime in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
There's
to make
someone
sure
that can wine better.
there is somebody that can wine better.
I haven't met that person
A
yet,
Trini
so-
go
What
come.
do you mean?
Yeah.
So you're telling me your waistline is top 10?
Watch me.
The
I
man
will
is a
stay
liar.
like that forever.
Lie,
I will stay
lie.
like that forever.
Lie.
And
Listen,
we-
one
we
piece of backache is going to kick in. Lie.
Could wine, but
Yeah.
then you realize what people calling wine up is not wine up.
Yeah, that's
As you said, it's part
they
of
part of the
the
Red
Red
Seas. Them.
So
Them
he
is
calls
part
it
of the
part of
Red
the Red
Seas.
Sea. They
Me
bend
part of the
forward and they
watchman.
go like this.
When you can go like a top.
Yep.
Like a top.
Yep.
That is whining.
Stand up
He
and
You
said
relax.
that.
understand me?
For whining,
You
you
understand
need
me?
to,
Full whining.
your
Yeah.
body needs to be
Watch me.
straight.
They're straight.
And then your waist
Straight.
moves.
Move the
Straight.
waistline, man.
And
I like that.
You understand what I'm
I
saying?
like that.
Everything, and then, but the knees just sort of just go down. And you're ready. Boom.
They're just
boom,
to anchor you.
boom, boom. You understand me? That is when you could whine.
To a strong guts
So that's
and-
why I say I ain't meet nobody yet
Wait,
like that.
can you win?
Definitely.
I had to ask.
You understand me? I mean, I don't have to do all of this to whine and all of this.
no.
Yes, sir. Right here.
Some people
It's just
wine
like
is
here.
just
Yeah, it's
stamp
just
the
right-
foot
right
and bump
here.
back,
Yeah,
bump
right
back.
I
here.
can't like the foot. The
Yeah.
footwork
Yeah.
is part of the wine though. You
Yeah.
need foot action. You need to
need hips.
You need to
Listen.
Action,
No,
but
you need to
you
plant
don't-
yourself well, and sometimes the
Plant
foot
yourself.
helps.
Watch me. We athletes understand, right?
Yeah.
I
We
understand.
athlete-
What do you mean?
no, we
Are you
athletes
trying to tell
understand.
me? Are you trying to tell me that I can't whine?
Listen, I never say you can't
Mr.
whine.
Supertrini Vibes.
I never say you
Mister,
can't
don't
whine.
let me call out your whole name
never,
because I know
would
the first,
never
the
say
middle, and
that.
the last
I
name.
would never say that you can't whine. I would just say.
No, so you can finish there.
I
Let
would
me ask
just
you-
say. I'd say nothing.
Can I ask you another question quickly? Fisherman's birthday is obviously that's what you're here to perform for.
Yeah.
What, from my understanding, Fisherman's birthday is a Grenadian tradition,
Yes.
specifically from Guelph.
Yes. Guav and Carriacou.
What does it mean? Because, well, if you can, what is Fisherman's birthday and why is it so important to Grenada? Because it's important.
Yes. Well, Fisherman Birthday is like how they have Mother's Day or Father's Day. So it's like a celebration for all fishermen to recognize them because fishing is important for our small island. Yeah, that's one of our big export tuna and stuff goes far as Japan. Yeah, China, Japan, US, everywhere. The EU, we have tuna shipping out every day, every week to those places. So it's very important for.
And people still hungry, yeah?
Of course.
Crazy boy.
Surrounded by water,
Love
you have
tuna.
to use modernity as best you could. So fishing is very important for us.
And it is an annual celebration.
Yes, every year, every parish have a different date.
Okay.
Yeah, but the biggest one you would say is Guav.
And that's the one
St.
that's.
John's Guav on
And when is that? Is it in June?
the 29th.
it
Yeah,
29th of
29th.
June?
Yeah.
29th of
What do you
June.
typically do for Fisherman's birthday? Like, what is the celebration? Is it
The daytime they do it on the beach. They honor the fishermen. They have cook up. They have different like boat cleaning. They pull a lot of the boats up on the shore, help them clean up you know. And then in the night times, like a celebration, you give out some of the best fishermen of the year. They get some trophies, they get recognition.
Oh, I love that.
And celebrate with soca music.
You
And
don't have like a fishing game, like who go and catch the bigger tuna in 10 minutes and come back.
They give them they give them like 48 hours.
Right.
Yeah, to go out, come
Really?
back.
Yeah, that
thought you
what
was
we talking.
joking.
I what we talking about.
And
The fishing Hunger Games.
Fishing is big in Grenada. Yeah, because they have
And
another one.
Sorry.
Fishing Hunger Games.
The fishing Hunger Games, guys.
Sorry, go ahead, Shortpree. Go ahead.
Yes, and they have the billfish tournament in Grenada as well.
Okay.
Where they don't actually catch the fish. They tag them, weigh them, and they let them go.
Let them go.
That is the very nice way to do
Yeah,
it.
because most of them are not really like fishermen that export or sell fish for a living. Some of them just have the yacht and they go fish just for the sport. So they don't really kill the fishes. They weigh them, tag them. So when they have the tag, if somebody else catch that, they know somebody else had already caught that one, so they can't conk that one.
I tell you straight, if I catch a kingfish, I ain't tagging it. I'm not tagging it.
He said that's going.
That getting
This is
cooked.
he's a good chef, you know. He will
you
cook
have to
it and
cook
we
that.
will
That
share
I
it.
watch me. That getting
I would say that
cooked.
too. If I
We
catch
will
a fish,
share.
one of them have to get cooked. One of them must get cooked.
Watch me cook.
Um,
Bubble.
do you want to do a quick fire?
A quick fire. Sure, there we
Quick
go.
fire. Go on, you go.
Power or groovy? Soca.
Groovy. Power soca for us at home. If you want to be inclusive, you have to be on the groovy stage because our lyrics, I will tell you the truth, a lot of people who is not Caribbean, they be in the fete jumping, and then when they got to the fete, they were like, yo, I don't even understand a word. But the
That is most people.
But the vibes was great.
Yeah.
But the groovy music,
come back for the
they
vibes.
understand a
Yeah.
lot of the lyrics,
Yeah.
so that pull them towards the genre even
Yep.
more. Yeah.
I gonna put it audio one time. Marshall or Bungie?
Bungie.
I love it.
But you knew he was gonna say that because he's already big up Bungie one time.
Yeah, I know.
That was a very biased question.
Yeah, sorry.
Marshall is great. One of the greatest, maybe the greatest for soca. But of course, everybody had a time. Like people would ask me, like LeBron or Jordan. I would say Michael Jordan have the greatest moments. But what are you asking? Are you asking who's the greatest player?
We go follow there. Stay ready. We go follow.
He's a big
The greatest,
boss.
the greatest player has to be the person who played the game the best ever.
Agreed.
Yeah, and that has
Yeah,
to be.
But don't say the name because
I
you're gonna upset
disagree.
him.
I go
That has to
disagree
be
because I
LeBron.
know you want to say, and I will disagree with you.
LeBron James.
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you the next question before he gets in his feelings. Favorite jab tune of all time?
My favorite jab tune of all
Not
time.
yours.
I play now wicked jab.
Yeah.
I
They
play
go
that
out to
wicked
say
jab.
I'm
Must
mad.
say I'm mad.
All your
I play that-
that
all your
tune
come, all your- all
includes
your-
so many
all
people
your-
in jab
all
jab.
your-
Yeah.
all your-
The Olu Man
all
tune
your-
was
all your-
huge.
all your wine,
But when
all your-
Shortpree come
Yes,
with
but
that
I
tune,
think-
it was like a revoking of jab.
Mm-hmm.
And then the lyrics, people get to understand quickly what playing a jab is about.
Right.
People go really have to say, all mad. That is what all of us do.
Yeah.
Because you're mad. Every Grenadian
you
person
have
that
to
I
be a
know is
madman to be
absolutely
portraying
crazy.
that. You have a snake around your neck, you're black with oil, big.
Listen.
Yo, the jab chain.
You have
I
you have
challenge people.
things hanging out your mouth.
Don't
you have
challenge me. I'm
all
not doing it. I'm not
sorts.
putting no snake around my neck. It
Listen,
ain't
when I
happening
was in
ever.
Grenada, I saw things that I
Yeah,
was
never.
like, I should call RSPCA right now because I don't know if this
I
is
didn't
right.
want to see a snake in the zoo. So why
Much
would I
less-
want
No,
a
I can
snake
do it. I
around
can
my
do
neck?
snake. I can
No,
hold
no.
a snake. I will play jab with a snake around my neck. Watch me. I would actually do that because I
I
don't
played
mind
jab
snakes.
close
However,
to a snake, not knowing the snake was right there until I will play like half the route.
oh no.
The guy had a cow head, a real stinking cow head. the cow head.
Fly just follow.
Now what I'm telling
like,
you, the
know,
cow head already started to
Just-
smell, and I was smelling that for the root, and I was like, "Yo, I go ask." I say, "Yo, something just stink around here, Jay." And he just point right on the side of me. He say, "By watch this." The jab closest to me have that thing in his hand.
What's the maddest thing you have seen in jab then?
That was
The
it.
cow head.
Right next to me for all that time. That same jab was just walking
You
with
meant
me.
to go and take that cow and throw it in the sea
After-
and wash it out with some salt water and then it's good.
A different respect after that for the jab.
For the jab.
Yeah, because
So where the rest of the cow?
they probably killed that
Probably
like
eat
2
it.
weeks ago.
That's it.
And
That
he
is a
probably,
good curry goat
he
right
probably
now. There's-
demanded that he want the head for jab.
Yeah, he said
Yeah,
keep that.
keep that
Save
head
that
for
for me.
me.
That is
Yeah.
for carnival.
I'm telling you, the thing
Spice
was already
mess.
stinking. Yep,
That means it's old.
it was a week old or something.
So for jab, oil, powder, mud. What is your...
I go charcoal and oil. Charcoal mixed with I go charcoal, avocado, and baby oil.
Avocado?
Yeah.
What does the avocado do?
Avocado is great for your skin.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah,
I mean,
so
I didn't know you was doing skincare routine when
It
you're putting
protects
on,
your
when
skin.
you're
Yeah,
jabbing.
well,
Protects your
our
skin.
forefathers
No,
use,
I get that.
they use molasses, which was great for your skin. We bring olive oil, which is not good for your skin.
That is one.
Yeah.
When I played jab, I can't lie to you, I was very scared because
Yep.
I was like, you guys are telling me to put on
Yeah.
Vaseline, which is
Yep.
highly flammable,
Yep.
on top
And-
of
and
old
then old
oil,
oil,
which is
yeah.
highly flammable.
Yeah. Our forefathers
crazy.
used
What's
lard.
going to happen right now? If
use
something
lard.
goes wrong,
Imagine
we're
if
all-
Khaleesi and one of she dragons just fly
Listen.
past. Boom!
We're
Everything
all
burned
just-
down.
we're
I use
all-
avocado, overripe avocado, smash it up, then throw the charcoal powder in that, so it come like a dark paste. And I just add a little baby oil for it smells good.
and helps.
Yeah, the ladies and them play with me for the entire juve because they want
The
to
same
know
face
what
you
is
made, I
that.
made.
Like, yo, that smells good. What is that?
Avocado,
keep coming back,
charcoal, and baby
dip
oil,
Dip
guys.
the hand in my pan. They give me the opportunity to rub them down too.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, yeah. You got
So,
true.
so you do it
GT.
really for the lady. I hear you.
GT, all right, all right. I hear you.
I hear you.
So, Shortpree, you took the time out to be here on A Shot of Soca.
We are
inside
very
Camping
grateful.
Studios.
Thanks to Annie for reaching out.
You know?
From the time she said I was coming to London, she reached out.
Yeah.
And I was happy. You know, we have to do these kinds of things. You can't just come in London and just be inside. You have to go out there and see how you
No.
could call the country's name, call Carriacou name, call Petit Man nickname.
Mm-hmm.
Let people know we out here.
No,
where
it was
we came
important to
from,
have you
yeah.
on because as a fangirl, because you're actually an artist that I actually like. I listen to your music. When Fisherman's Birthday said they're booking you, I went on Spotify and I had a whole Shortpree concert. And I thoroughly enjoyed myself. And I was like, this is a good song. This is a good song. So yeah, I'm glad that you came and enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That you came and you sat down with us, and I am thoroughly looking forward to your performance.
Definitely. And I'll be singing my three release for 2025 this year. And
Nice.
I would not be performing them like they knew. I will be performing them like if they
Vintage.
they're already
Seasoned.
popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way you need to do it though.
Yes,
Because
yes,
yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to sell Spice Mask this year. Yeah.
And send the music to us because we have a 2025 Soca playlist. We'll add it to it on Spotify.
And send it to me because I will play it
He's
on
the DJ, if you didn't
I'll
know.
play it on the radio.
On the radio, in
Yeah.
the fit.
I'll play the radio on the Fed, anywhere I can, I will.
As long as it's a PG appropriate.
For me, I don't play music
clean
with
version,
I play
at
clean
least.
versions all the time. I don't. That's my standard.
Well, you go like me. This,
You know?
you go like this.
That's
version
my
of
standard.
Shortpree.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't really play nasty business and thing. You know, it's not. It's just that's just me personally.
Yeah, place for
I was
that.
going to say
Yeah, I play
something, but
soca.
I'm going to
Yeah, place for that.
You know, it's
So
a place for
gonna
that.
refrain.
Yeah.
I'm so going
You know?
so gonna
But
refrain.
Shortpree, thank you so much for being here and representing Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique.
Yes.
You know, we definitely will be looking forward to your performance
Yes.
at Fisherman's birthday, and I know everybody down there will be looking forward to it as well.
Definitely.
You
All
know,
of Grenada will
and
be
then we
outside.
hopefully will see you after you go back to Grenada, have your spice mask, your charcoal with your avocado, and rub down the ladies and them.
Yep.
Hopefully we see you back in
Back
London
again,
soon
yes.
again.
Yes, well,
You know?
I don't want to say it now, but somebody already reached out to me.
Aye, that's what we're
We
talking
love
about.
to hear
For
that.
November.
Nice.
Yes.
For November.
You know, so all you make sure you like, subscribe, and share at A Shot of Soca.
Yes.
It's
Camp
yours
King Studios.
truly.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, Camp King Studios. I didn't say this.
you haven't said it once today. You're
Yes,
doing,
I
You're not
did.
doing a very good job.
I did say it.
I didn't hear you.
You
There's many
because all you
mistakes
don't
in
pay
the
attention.
room.
Watch me.
You didn't.
Everybody watch
he
this.
did
eh?
not say it.
Everybody
He
watch
did not
this,
say
right?
it. He
When
did
it is,
not say
well,
it.
no,
He didn't
Cam.
say it. I'm
Cam,
saying
hold
once.
up, hold up. I want to say it into the camera right here.
The once
I
was
want
just
to
now.
say it. Hold on, you. Hey, I want to say it into the camera. When it is, I do this playback, right? And you see, I said it twice already. I want everybody to go into the comments because this is going to come out as a different thing. Into the comments and tell
Guys,
Annie,
I'm gonna edit it
you
out.
must listen more.
No.
You understand me? Tell her you must listen. You understand me? Don't listen to respond. Just listen.
I ain't go.
Shucks.
All I will say is that it will be edited out, so you will never hear the first one.
Because she
Because I edit it. So how do you feel? No, I'm joking.
A Shot of Soca has been yours, Supertrini Vibes, alongside my wonderful co-host
Annie,
and Shortpree in the house.
And Shortpree,
You know, the
right.
best part of the road.
Best part of the street. When the mass man them make no stop, she whine and give me a
What
love.
we say? Girls. A Shot of Soca.
Nobody place. A shot of soca will make you walk your waist.
Boom.
oh, I thought
That's it.
yes.
That's
Yes,
it
man.
right
That
there.
is right there.
That's it right there. Nice.
Thanks.